This is Ask Me Another, NPR's hour of puzzles, word games, and trivia. I'm your host, Ophira Eisenberg, here with our puzzle guru, Art Chung, and our house musician, Jonathan Colton. We are so happy to welcome our VIP from the hit musical Hamilton, which tells the story of Alexander Hamilton and Aaron Burr using hip-hop and rap. He stars as Aaron Burr. Please welcome Leslie Odom Jr.
You guys are so nice. I'm so happy to be here. Thank you guys for being here.
I think they can barely believe it. Leslie, before I saw the show, I have to admit it, I joked about wanting to become a U.S. citizen because I didn't know much about American history, and I just loved the show, and I love how in-depth it got about this particular story. How much did you know about Alexander Hamilton and Aaron Burr before starting this role?
I knew as much as that commercial taught me when I was a kid. I knew as much as Michael Bay put in that commercial. I knew that Aaron Burr shot him in a duel.
Yep.
I knew that he was on the $10 bill. I knew he wasn't a president. You know, I knew that little tidbit. Some people get that confused, but I didn't know much. People don't teach the nuance of this history in school, and that's a shame. Hopefully this will change that, you know, because they were interesting people.
It's amazing that this is both so entertaining. What a wonderful show on so many levels, yet it is teaching people. Yeah. Why do you think Hamilton is so unbelievably successful?
For one, it's an incredible achievement in writing from Lin-Manuel Miranda. I think it's just, I just think it's just beautifully written. It kind of came out of him like a fever dream. You know, a 6-year fever dream. It just really poured out of him. We would get the pieces of music. I'd get a new piece of music in front of me, and it was, I just got to tell you, this is so rare. It was finished. You know, you work on something in development. Usually there's a development process. You know, you get a song and you know you're hearing a version of it, but by the time it makes it to the stage, it's going to be so different. We would get stuff that we're doing exactly the way we got it on the first draft because it was perfect. I mean, that never happened. So I think that firstly, it's an incredible piece of writing that's connecting with people. And then secondly, and this is to wrap it up really, everybody in the room felt lucky to be there. You know, we all felt so privileged to work on it. So that's a lot of love on that stage, you know, and that connects with people.
And Lin-Manuel Miranda created the show, and he also plays the part of Alexander Hamilton. So if you, as yourselves, in real life, challenged each other to a duel, who would win?
Oh, man, I hate thinking about that. I do. I love Lin so much. You guys, as much as he deserves your love. Like all the love that you give him, he's a koala bear. He's just the best. You know, I really do feel bad about killing him every night. I really do. So I would let Lin win. I would.
Oh, you're too good. You are too good. So you were cast in Rent at the age of 17.
I was in 11th grade. I cut school and I went to the audition. I did not go to that audition thinking I'm going to be in Rent anytime soon.
Right.
But I was just plucked sort of from high school, from, you know, the things that a 17-year-old, 16-year-old is thinking about into the center of my wildest dreams. So I did the show for a very short time, and then I went back and finished high school and went to college and all that.
So, but wait a second, you end up in Rent, which obviously that was a groundbreaking musical. And then you still go, no, I need to go get some further education?
And my parents did a good job. Oh. They made sure. They were like, congratulations, you're in a Broadway show, and so what college are you going to go to? Because that's still the plan, just so you know. Rent was also the first time that I lost my voice. I'd never lost my voice ever, you know, but 8 shows a week at 17, you know, I'm screaming my head off. And that's an experience too, the first time you sort of wake up and you're like, the thing that was there yesterday is not there today. So, I had to go and learn that kind of stuff.
Now, you've said, though, that you've had to unlearn some of the stuff. What did you unlearn specifically, or what did you need to unlearn?
I graduated from college with honors. I was a really good student. I did everything right. But you people don't care about seeing an artist on stage getting something right. We don't care about a painter painting by, the numbers. We want to see passion. We want to see where it's ugly and scary. And we want to see you do the things that we're too afraid to do on stage. And so that was the unlearning process. And Hamilton offers me the opportunity every single night to go to places that are scary and to be vulnerable. And we were given permission every single day to fail. We celebrated that. If you fell on your face, it was great. Okay, well, you can't go that far. Or, let's try something else, And so we have this thing that is dangerous and exciting, and it changes every single night. We make it fresh every single night. It was that kind of stuff that I had to unlearn. Doing it right, being perfect.
Do you think this is one of the hardest shows that you've been part of thus far?
That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not everything I've worked on has been received like Hamilton has, I've done some turkeys, I'll tell you. Who in here watched Smash? Yeah, I'm so sure. Oh yeah. Who saw Leap of Faith on Broadway? Oh yeah, all right. We could have used you at the ticket booth, I'll tell you that. But it's challenging. 8 shows a week is hard on the body, whether you're working on a masterpiece or a not so masterpiece. So Hamilton is so wonderful because it gives me back more than I put into it. Whenever I give it every last drop that I have, the response that I get from you guys when you see it, when I see you on the street, I get back so much more than I put into this show.
I imagine, though, because it is such a difficult, challenging, amazing show, there's got to be mistakes that are happening.
All the time.
All the time.
Oh, yeah. Lin makes more mistakes than anybody. He wrote it. Yeah, but it's great, because Lin comes from that. He's a freestyler. He lives in that improvisation place, That's where he vibrates, right? So when we're doing our jobs right, we're not making up his words.
Right.
There's an improvisational feel. The best compliment that we get is when people say it felt like it came together right in front of me. It felt like you guys were doing that for the first time. We really try to bring that every single night.
Has there been any major memorable mistakes?
Oh my God. So this one time, oh my God. The performance we did for the DNC, right? So we know that's a big performance. There are donors here from, they paid a lot of money to see this show. So who's seen the show in here? I'm so glad. Everybody else, we'll get you in, I promise. We'll get you in. So right before we turn into the tavern, right after Aaron Burr, Sir, that scene with Lin, I turn into the tavern, like I said, that song. And I'm John Lawrence in the place to be, right? Okay, y'all know it. And the guys are there. It's David, Anthony, and Oak. And I look, and it was like a vision or something. I mean, I was like, is this a movie? Is this Carrie? Oak, there's a trickle of blood coming down his face. And then it's just more blood than you've ever seen coming from his head. I mean, coming from under his hat. It is... You guys, I cannot overstate the blood. I can't. Okay, how much blood do you think it was? More blood than that. And what do? I mean, are we gonna stop? What's happening? And so we're looking at Oak and trying to figure this out while everybody's still talking. And he can't see it, and so Oak is wiping it from his head and wiping it on the hat. It's getting worse. Honestly, I don't know if something hit him in the head and he's confused or whatever. So Oak leaves the stage. He's got to come back for I'm Hercules Mulligan, blah, blah, right? So either he's going to come back on stage or we're going to stop. So at least, we know that. So he comes back. We're still kind of looking in his eyes to see if he's okay. But the blood is gone. And it turns out later, this is our Okie. God, we love him so much. I think he said his mind was in a bunch of other places, and that hat that he wears, he bobby pins it in his head, right? And so he was in a rush. Oak, he's in a rush. He's Hercules Mulligan, for real, like he's Hercules. He was in such a rush, he jammed the bobby pin in his head. He did it to himself. He stuck a bobby pin in his brain, and that created the blood. Was that what kind of a story you were looking for?
That was great.
You like that one? Oh my God, so much blood.
And that bobby pin is being auctioned off.
For Broadway Cares.
For Broadway Cares. How about a big hand for Leslie Odom Jr.? So this is a little bit amazing. You're about to sing a song from Hamilton. And you'll be accompanied by the guitarist from Hamilton, Robin Makatungai. Leslie, can you tell us a little something about what we are going to hear?
Yeah. You know, sometimes people ask me, how did I make Burr not the villain? And I said, it really came from Lynn's music because, you know, the writer that wrote a character, a song like Wait For It and a song like this one, Dear Theodosia, you know, that's not, how could that guy be a villain? Dear Theodosia, what to say to you? You have my eyes, you have your mother's name. When you came into the world, you cried, and it broke my heart. I'm dedicating every day to you. Domestic life was never quite my style. When you smile, you knock me out and fall apart. And I thought I was so smart. You will come of age with our young nation. We'll bleed and fight for you. We'll make it right for you. If we lay a strong enough foundation, we'll pass it on to you. We'll give the world to you, and you'll blow us all away. Someday, someday, yeah, you'll blow us all away. Someday, someday.
Leslie Odom Jr. will be back later in the show. Thank you so much. Let's meet our next two contestants. First up, Joe Anzalone. You're an actuary.
Yes.
So I bet everyone asks you, when are they going to die?
Yes, they do.
Okay. I'm not going to ask you that. When are you going to die?
Oh, no. So my wife read a book once about an actuary. That was how we knew we were meant to be. And she found out and told me this, that if an actuary ever calculates his own date of death,
Yes.
He is actually disbarred from practicing as an actuary ever again.
So even though you have all the tools, you can't use that power.
Well, I certainly can't admit to it in such a public forum.
I understand, Joe. Your opponent is Ronak Shah. Now, you are an analytics consultant. Is that like a cousin to an actuary?
We have some things in common. We both use a lot of statistics, so there is that part.
Okay, so when do you think you're going to die?
I'm not an actuary, so I'm actually allowed to say.
Yeah.
I hope it's not for a very, very long time.
I know there's the analytics in there, but what I heard was the consultant. This is a music game, which means it's time to pass things off to our house musician, Jonathan Coulton.
Thank you, Farah. In another pathetically transparent attempt to create some viral content to please the social media gods, we are about to ruin a Taylor Swift song. We've taken the lyrics of her song Shake It Off and have rewritten them to be about things that you can shake. Such as your groove thing, for example. And to make things more exciting and even more stickily viral, Leslie Odom Jr. has agreed to help us out.
You got this. I believe in you both.
So remember, the answers are all things that you can shake. Just buzz in when you know. Then we're going to move on to the final round at the end of the show. Are you ready?
Yeah, as ready as I'm going to be.
Okay. to keep my curls in place. I don't use mousse or paste. I shake this can all day. That was on Broadway. Joe?
Hairspray.
Hairspray is the right answer.
I want to play a game. You shake 5 dice and pray. You yell out the game's name. And shake the dice again.
Yahtzee.
Yahtzee is correct.
People are in awe of what's happening right now. I just want to let...
If you had told me this was going to happen, I would not have believed you. When I eat popcorn or make guacamole, I just got to sprinkle on my dinner some sodium chloride. Ronick.
Salt.
Salt, yes.
I gotta lose some weight. Making salad on my plate. Balsamic is so great. So shake this on.
Ronick.
Salad dressing?
Salad dressing, you got it. To work your upper bod, put both hands on this rod. It wiggles as you sway. It looks a bit risque. Ronick.
The shake weight.
Yes, the shake weight.
Well, I've turned 2 knobs to draw this pretty picture. Framed it in red plastic. You can lift the pen. It's a really long crooked line.
Ronick.
An Etch-a-Sketch.
That's correct.
Extra points, because that was not sung well. Extra points.
Everything you sing is sung well.
I was going to say.
Extra points!
Flattery points. So this billboard is a drag. It could use my tag. Got some Krylon in my bag. So shake this can. Joe.
Spray paint.
Spray paint is correct.
There's a photograph you took. And I wanna get a look. You told me if I shook. I'd see it now.
Ronick.
Well, the answer is Polaroid, but you're not actually supposed to shake them.
That's true.
He wants all the extra points.
Yeah, no kidding. You are correct. It is a Polaroid, and no, don't shake your Polaroids.
Yeah.
And Ronick, you have emerged victorious. Congratulations. We'll see you at the end of the show. Thank you to Leslie Odom Jr.
Leslie, you must love NPR because somehow we convinced you to perform yet another song for us. This is from your debut self-titled album that is available now. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Broadway fans, we have Broadway fans out there, right? Not just Hamilton fans, Broadway fans. But this song was my favorite song from this show, this really hip show they just revived. It's our version of Duncan Sheik's Guilty Ones. So we're gonna do just a second of that. My pulse is gone and racing. All fits and starts. Oh, window by window you try to look into this brave new you that you are. And now our bodies are the guilty ones who touch and color the hours. Night won't breathe. Oh, how we will fall in silence from the stars. And now our bodies are the guilty ones.
accompanied on guitar by Robin McAtungai.